Welcome everyone to today's coaching session. Here we realize our dreams through massive activity. My name is Dr. Russ Hoover. I'm one of the many leaders here teaching and training others how to realize their goals. We are today's legend makers. That is who we are. That is what we do. We create legends. And we always start off with our vision slide, rank up to bank up, because it is one of the most critical parts of this particular company, the ease in which it is created, the pathway for us to go from founder to legend, only needing those 3 active members. 3 active members will take you from founder to legend. You don't require any more. I always recommend that you get more. You never know when someone's card may not work. Something may happen. So you don't want to just, let your minimum be your maximum, but it's all that's required. 3 active members will take you right to the top of this comp plan. And so we recognize that the battle cry is so simple. Everybody do the exact same thing. Get 3 and get free. And by everybody doing that simple bit of work, right? Not going out and building a whole new house, but just simply getting 3 active members or team builders. And if everybody does that, then a cycle will push everybody to legend, right? So it's a simple process. We want to make sure everybody understands that. It doesn't take rocket science. Your goal, your simple main goal is to get 3 and free, get founder, and then founder becomes a building block of knight, noble, bishop, duke, king, emperor, and legend. So that's the goal always. So we set up this coaching time, Monday through Friday, to make certain you're receiving the information that you need to fulfill on all your potential, that you can receive the development that you need to develop the skills that you need and the support you need to achieve your goal. And so that's why we're here, to make sure that you're receiving this information. And really, one of the last couple of sessions we had really let me realize that we need to get back to the basics. We need to get back to the basics. I was reminded as I was preparing this particular training about Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi was Green Bay Packers coach back in the 60s. And I was reminded of one talk that he gave. Now, keep in mind, he's a pro football coach. He's a pro football coach. So that means the players he's coaching was the cream of the crop of college. They've already played high school. They played junior high school. They've been playing football pretty much all their life. And they came to the first practice after they had lost the championship the year before. So they were one of the top 2 teams in the NFL. And they came back to that first practice, right? And he started off his talk by saying, "Men, this is a football." And everybody looking at each other like, yeah, we know that, right? But he realized in losing that game that the team had lost focus on fundamentals, basic things that would allow them to be a champion. Sometimes you can focus on some major activities, some major concepts, some major principles, and they can all, have meaning. They can all have value. But if you forget the basics and you're not doing the very basic things, blocking, tackling, right? Catching, throwing, just doing the simple basics. If you're not doing those things right, it can cause you to lose. So with the training that we did this week, I realized that the basics needed to be focused on. So in the series of Hi, I'm New Here, since we're getting ready to do a relaunch after Tradera 2.0, I want to focus again on piquing interest like a pro. piquing interest like a pro. And sometimes even the best of us, right? Sometimes even the best of us can drop the ball and not follow the basics. And I was approached with this person who said that he had overheard some things about our business. And, he said he wanted to get some information. He was talking to my wife. And so she said, well, listen, you need to give him a call and get him some information. So I was kind of nonchalant about it. And I gave him the call and sent him over the video, but I did no conversation. There was no warming up. I don't know this person from Adam, right? There was no piquing the interest. There was no previewing of the video, right? I just simply sent the video over and said, I'll give you a call back. And so when I called him back at the time I was supposed to call him back, all I got is voicemail. I said, wow, well, maybe he's still looking at some videos. So I sent him a text saying, when you get done, just give me a call. And I called him back. All I got is voicemail. And I said, wow, that's interesting. And then I thought about it. I said, there was none of the preliminary stuff going on there. That was not even a warm market for me. That was not a reacquaintance for me. I didn't know this guy from Adam. So there needed to have been some conversation prior to sending the video. And I was tired and I just, was kind of lost my focus and I just took some things for granted. So I realized that the video trailer is so important. And I'll let you know how important it is. When I make up my mind I want to watch a particular video, I'll pull it off the shelf and I'll put it in. And I'll normally just skip past the trailers of the other movies that can be seen. But my wife, she likes looking at the trailers. And so I don't want to waste time with the trailers when I know what I want to focus on, right? But so, if she's there with me to watch a movie, then I gotta watch the trailers. And then what will generally always happen is that a trailer will pop up and it will be so exciting that the movie that we wanted to watch, we'll say, okay, you know what? I think we got that one. Let's see if we got that, right? She's saying the same thing. Oh, that looked really good. We need to see that, right? Something we haven't seen in a while because the trailer was so exciting. The one that was in your mind, whatever you were thinking about, the trailer blew it out of the water because it was, it had all the action in it, had all the intrigue in it. When you saw that, I said, oh man, I got to see what happened in that. We need to watch that one, right? Pique the interest like a pro, right? So I just want to go over these scripts and I want to have this in this video so that you guys can go back and really remember the details of these scripts because this is the basics. This is the blocking. This is the tackling, right? This is the throwing. This is the catching that makes this football game, the Tradera football game, a winner. So look what it started. The first three words. I'm super excited, right? That's piquing interest. I am super excited. I found a way to make extra income from my phone during these tough times. Are you open to do a business opportunity? Well, sure. If it makes sense, let's do it. You have 9 minutes to watch a powerful video? Yeah, I got it. Great, listen. In this video, you will hear from a powerful leader who has made a considerable income in the last few weeks. She has helped hundreds, if not thousands of people, ranging from the age of 18 to 92, make thousands of dollars simply sharing an awesome product that has the potential to produce $50 to $100 or more a day in passive income in one of the largest markets in the world. Now, based on the enthusiasm and the energy in which this information is being shared, when you tell this person, I'm going to send you over this video, you've just given them enough information to say, okay, you know what, I need to watch this. because a lot of things have been covered. She's been helping people, right? So it covers all the 4 bases, right? Knows the information, successful, powerful leader, making money, past few weeks. Everything is in the trailer. So if you do a good job mastering this trailer script, you tell them the information that you're going to show them. You're going to tell them what you're going to tell them in this paragraph, right? And by doing a great job with this page right here, you will have piqued the interest enough to cause the individual to say, you know what? Yeah, I got 9 minutes. Let me watch this. I need to glean the information, because now they recognize that it's not just a video, but it's a video that's making a difference in people's lives. And then you move from there to the follow-up. Did you get a chance to watch the video? Critically important question. Because sometimes, people will say they watched it, or sometimes, maybe they didn't watch it. And so you call them back for a follow-up, you need to know, because before you get them on a 3-way call, the coach, the expert, needs to know that they've seen some information. That makes the job so much easier. So you want to qualify by saying, did you get a chance to watch the video? You say, yes, I did. As you can see, Tradera is a very powerful educational platform that allows you to get an education at an affordable price. It provides a simple way for you to profit from one of the largest markets in the world, get your education for free, and potentially make a residual income. So which part of that amazing opportunity did you like best? Our awesome educational package, the ability to make a residual income, or both? Okay, you're really helping to guide the conversation and the thought process in the way in which you're asking this question. The question is not, so what did you think? Never an open-ended question like that. You always ask the question, so which part of the amazing opportunity did you like best? What did you like best? There had to be something you like best. Either you like this best, or you like that best, or you liked all of it. But that question helps to guide the mindset in the direction that you want to go. As a person who's had a lot of sales background, you always, if you're representing a company, you're only representing a company because you believe in the product, right? You wouldn't be out there, marketing something that you looked at the first time you looked at it, you said, man, that's a piece of junk. If you thought it was a piece of junk, then you wouldn't be out there representing it, because if you think it's a piece of junk, then the other person's going to assume it's a piece of junk. But if you see value in it, then you're going to automatically do what? Assume the sale. You're going to assume the close. If it makes sense to you, it should make sense to them. So, which part of our amazing opportunity did you like best? Our awesome educational package, the ability to make the residual income, or was it both? And let's simply wait for the response. Man, I liked all of it. It all makes sense to me. Great, me too. I felt the same way. So let me ask you, do you have enough information to go ahead and partner today with our amazing team in Tradera? You have enough information to get started with us today? Great. Let's get you plugged into action. Keep it simple, keep it short, keep it directed, and get to your desired result. You're bringing on board a new partner, or you're bringing on board a new member, a new student, right? That is always the goal. Or, well, I'm not sure. I still got a few questions about things. I'm not sure if I can do exactly what you're doing. And then your response is 1 or 2. I would love to invite you to a full presentation so you can meet our great team and get your questions answered, okay? That's an acceptable pivot. Or you can move into the 3-way close. So John states, I like what I saw, but I have some questions. Your response, great. I will contact my mentor, who can answer the questions for you. My mentor, Mr. Hoover, is having huge success in this industry. He knows all the facts. He really enjoys helping people and loves to have fun. Let me get him on the line for you. Hello, Mr. Hoover. Are you there, sir? Great. John, meet Mr. Hoover. Mr. Hoover, meet John. And this is critical. That's why I put in highlight. Then put your phone on mute. Say nothing. Just listen. And what I should add on here, and learn. Because the more three-way calls you do, the more objections you'll get a chance to hear. And you're going to find out that the response is going to be pretty simple, right? Some people say, well, is this a pyramid? No, it's not a pyramid. You know, a pyramid is actually illegal, right? But the reality is there are pyramids. Corporate America is a pyramid because if you look at the shape of that corporation, you have a CEO on the top. You got a couple, 2 or 3 vice presidents. Then you got the middle management team, which is bigger than the vice president team. And then you got the workforce, which is massive, and they're on the bottom. So if you structure that, if you put that on paper, you will see a perfect pyramid, right? The wide base at the bottom going up to the top, which is a CEO. That's your pyramid. And that guy at the top, he will always, Mark Zuckerberg, trust me, he's making way more money than the people who are programming his software, okay? He's making way more money, right? So that's your pyramid. You will never get to the top of that pyramid, but you're gonna find that our compensation plan is wide open for anyone to capitalize and take it as far as they choose to. Now, you can just simply get 3 and free, and if you're content to get your education for free, you can stop right there, getting 3 and free. If you want to move on and advance to other positions, then you will just continue to coach your team to grow to the next level, you know, to take on Noble and Bishop and all the other positions, right? So one person may have higher aspirations than another. So I can literally bring someone on the company who wants to build it bigger than me. You know, I may only need $5,000 a month. So when I get to $5,000 a month, I may coast from that point. But there's another person come on board and say, you know what? I saw a position in there that paid $10,000 a month. I think I want that one. And he can go for it, right? And then someone else still says, man, I've always dreamed about being a millionaire. I saw a position that pays $25,000 a month, and they can go for it, right? So it's absolutely not a pyramid. You know, it's an equal opportunity compensation plan, and you can take it as far as you want. So that's just one conversation you can have when it comes to being a pyramid. Another person may say, well, you know, isn't that illegal? I mean, you know, these things are not legal, are they? Well, let me share this with you. We're dealing in the currency market. You know, this is the Forex market. We're dealing with cryptocurrencies, you know, stocks and things of this nature is what we teach and train on. And these are highly regulated industries, highly regulated, right? So you can't create something illegal when you're dealing with something that is as regulated as this industry is. So trust me, you know, this is completely legal and above board, right? It's highly scrutinized by all those, you know, companies that manage and monitor, you know, all those other industries, the cryptocurrencies and all those. They have a lot of regulation, trust me. So no, you can't build an illegal company around something that's that regulated, okay? And then whatever other, you know, question. Well, I don't know if I could do what you do, you know. Well, let me ask you a question. What exactly did, you know, Bob do for you today, right? Can we review to see if it's something that's feasible for you to do? Well, you know, they asked me to watch a video, all right? So can you invite someone to watch a video? Well, sure, that's not a problem. All right, then what else did they do? Well, they asked me some questions about what I liked about the video. Okay, so is that something reasonable? If you share something with somebody, are you able to ask them, do they like it or not? Sure, that's not a problem. All right, and then what else happened? Well, I had some questions, and so he got me on the phone with you so you can answer my questions. All right, so if you have access to my phone number and you're having a conversation with someone about this company and they have questions, are you able to do a 3-way call and get me on the phone so I can answer questions on your behalf? Well, sure, that's fine. You'd be able to do that for me? Absolutely, that's what I do. Okay. Wow. Well, in that case, yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. So that's all. That's our company right there. That's the business. Brand new people can come on board and be successful if they can simply PS3. Pique people's interest to watch the video, share the video, and then do a three-way call. If you can PS3 effectively, do all those elements, those basic fundamental elements, you can be successful. That's all it takes. And there's a lot of other nuances and things you can learn. There's a lot of other information that will help you to become even that much more professional, right? Learning how to, create relationships, right? The marketing, through relationship, that relationship marketing aspect, critical information. Some steps you may take with somebody you haven't talked to in a while to really warm that relationship up again. All of those things are relevant. But the basic blocking and tackling of our business is the PS3. Piquing interest effectively like a pro. Sharing the video. And then following up and pivoting into a three-way call if need be. And then getting new people signed up. That is our business. That is our business. That's the foundation of our business. Now, one of the things I want to do is I want to let you guys get a chance to see this guy in action. Holton Bugs. He is a maniac, okay? When it comes to the building business, Holton Bugs, he builds it like he's serious. All right, so let's take a look at this.
You got to put the actions in. You got to do the work. Whatever the work is, you got to put the work in. Put the work in. This is network marketing. It's not net sit marketing. It's not net play marketing. It's not net think about it marketing. It's not net one day I'll get to it marketing. It's net work marketing. And most people miss the W, the work part. Network marketing. I work my butt off. I can tell you right now. Now, remember, it's not just work. You've got to be productive, not just active. You got to be productive. I'll tell you why I make what I make today. I'm gonna write this down. This is my schedule when I first started. Okay, my first day. It was because of what I did day one, not because of what I've done over the last 2 years. I set the example. See, everybody want to take notes now. You see, I've already said the most. You didn't write notes when I said they won't outfriend me. That's more important than what I'm gonna put on the board right now. But see, anything that's skill related, we want to take notes. Anything that's really inspiration related, that really matters, we don't. Don't worry, my group's the same way. It's not just you. First day, this is what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Work. Why? I knew. Remember, I told you I got to believe much bigger, much faster. I only set 2 income goals or 3 income goals. Set 3 income goals since I started. My first goal was my first week. My first week's goal was to make $70,000 my first week. Yes, $70,000 was my first week's income goal. I missed it, didn't make it. Made $25,830. But it didn't matter. That was my goal. My second goal, 18-month goal, $250,000 a month. Missed that one too. Hit $249,000. Why? Your business should be predictable. This is a business. I know my business. You got to know your company and your business. I know my business, and it's just as predictable as Exxon knows how much sales of oil they're going to do in the year 2015, and it hasn't come yet. But if you ask any of the executives, they can tell you with a small margin of error what the results are going to be, because there are certain things that cause a certain effect in the business. You got to figure that out for your company. But it is predictable. You can't be out the well, I'm just going to throw enough mud on the wall until it sticks. It doesn't work that way. Eric talked about the 90-day game plan. It's predictable. What are you going to get done in 90 days? This is what I did. Day one, I called that group of 32 people. This is what I told them. It was actually 32 people I sponsored. I had 16 of them on the call. This is what I told them. I said, listen, conference call at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I had 16 people on the call. I explained to them, I say, listen, now, and so what happened is this here. I say, guys, listen, you guys are, right now, we're going to do my first, what I call first movers advantage conference call. I'm sideways. This way. This better? Okay, here we go. I said, I'm going to do my first movers advantage conference call. It's going to start at 12 o'clock. Here I am at 10 a.m. This is what I did. You don't have to copy this. This is what I did. Okay, don't write this stuff down. This don't matter. Whatever your method of exposures are, that's what you do. Get with your upline. Get the mentality that I had. Not this, the mentality. So 12 o'clock comes. This is what I did here. I said, guys, listen, out of these 16 people, I said, I suggest you have 10 people on the conference call. They said, well, okay, 12 o'clock when? Next Tuesday? I said, no. Today? 10 people? We only have an hour and a half. I say, exactly. You guys are already in. I got to start making phone calls. Goodbye. How many of you have talked to your prospects about doing a meeting or a call? Well, I've got to give them 36 hours to get the babysitter. You're not going to win big. Not if you want to launch something. Remember, professionals launch a business. Amateurs join a business. I don't join anything. I am a launcher. I launch. Okay? When you look at Microsoft, did they launch Xbox or did they just announce it? They launched it. Sony, they launched this new PS4, whatever it is, however many millions pre-ordered. So they launched it. I'm a businessman. You are a business person. You should launch it. This is what happened. 125 people showed up on that conference call. On that conference call, don't clap. It's not the number. It's the attitude. It's the mentality. My group before, they saw me give people 24, 36 hours to prepare for a stupid conference call. You're sitting at home. You don't need 3 days. If you found a pot of gold and you needed a few friends to come help you get it, and they told you can get all that you want, are you going to say, well, I can't call Leroy because he needs 3 days? Leroy, listen, I found a pot of, you better get it. Leroy's like, where is it? I'm putting on my pajamas right now. I'm coming out the door. If you make it important enough. Some of you don't make it important enough. My next call was at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, guess what? We had 225 people on the conference call because I told them the exact same thing. I painted the dream. I couldn't even explain the comp plan at all. Didn't know all the details. But when I told those 225 people, I said, listen, you guys are the second people to hear about it. I'm working on something called Project 5,000. 90 days, I want to put 5,000 people in this organization. And nobody has signed up yet. And none of you on this call can sign up either. But we're going to do another conference call. They say, when? It's going to be at 4 o'clock. I did another conference call. Guess what we had? 435 people on that conference call. That's a lot of activity, isn't it? That was half my day. 6 o'clock. No more conference calls. Did my first home meeting at my house. I'll never forget, I had on a white t-shirt, shorts, flip-flops. Didn't even have time to get dressed. I lost 18 pounds. I thought it was because of our product. That's the testimony I was given. It was really because I forgot to eat while I was launching. I was so fired up and excited. That's what was happening. 6 o'clock came. This is what I had. I had 25 people show up at my house and say, come on in. Told them about Project 5,000. And I'm sitting there spitting in all this stuff, telling them all about the stuff. Whiteboard, no PowerPoint. Didn't have PowerPoints for 6 months. No PowerPoint. I drew on a board, told them what my vision was, what we were about to accomplish, and that we're about to do the biggest project we've ever done in our lifetime. And if you want to get started, you can. Guess what happened? At 7:45, you know what was happening at 7:45? 7:30, I mean? My doorbell was ringing with the second group of people that were invited. 35 people showed up at my house. And you know what I told those people here? I said, listen, the first 25, I said, guys, I got to wrap this up. We got another group of people that's coming over here. If you want to get in, you can. But go ahead over here to the dining room. My wife has the applications over there, blah, blah, blah. You can get signed up over there. But I've got another group of people that's coming in, and I can't be late with them. By the way, those of you who go ahead and sign up now, this group that's behind you, they possibly could be in your organization if you go ahead and get in right now. All right? So this is 7:30. Guess what happened at 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen? 9 o'clock. Guess what I had? I had another 40 people show up at my house. And I was running shift work Okay, 10 o'clock, guess what? I did my last meeting for the day, and I think at 10 o'clock I had about 50 people show up at my house, and I'm doing the same thing. I lost my voice. I did that for the first day. You know what my leaders were doing? They're looking at me like, this dude is crazy. I've never seen him like this before. You know why they never seen me like that before? Because I had never done all that I could do. I had never gone all out. I had never sold completely out. It ain't because of what my product is. It ain't because of my comp plan. It's because of what I did day one. I kept this up for 2 weeks straight. This is not including the one-on-ones that I did. This is not including the three-way calls. This was my schedule every day. Group calls 4 a day, 4 home meetings a day that I was doing every single day. And what I did is I showed them an example, and they went out and they start doing the exact same thing. That's why my results were where they were. My first day late, if you count it up, I exposed almost 700 people. I did more in my first 24 hours than some people do all year. It's not because I do magic. It's because of what the math is. It's simple. You can do the same thing. It's not, okay, I got rich quick. I compress time frames. Compress time frames. This is the work. You do the action, and ladies and gentlemen, when you put the action in, whatever your action is, you find out what your mentor, your coach tells you you need to do, and that's what you need to do. You put the work in, and don't give any excuses why you can't do it. Excuses don't work. Now, I know I may be a little too intense. I get excited when I talk about my dream. I get excited and passionate when I talk about what works and what's going on. That's just who I am. I don't apologize for it. But I don't want you to think some of you, I'm yelling at you because I don't know many of you in here. I don't want you to think he's yelling at me. Eric brought this crazy wild man on stage, and he was spitting and yelling, and he looked at me, and he was pointing at me. And no, I'm yelling in love. I love you. I want you to just do this thing, okay? That's what I want you to do, all right? And I promise you, your group, they will catch on. When you do the action, they will follow what you do. They won't listen to what you say.
All right. So I'd ask you guys to take a look at that. I know sometimes, life gets in the way and maybe you didn't get a chance to go and look at that video. See, I woke up early this morning. I just couldn't sleep. And I said, you know what? It's a 10-minute video. I'm going to play it this morning. This man, and he went after it like a beast. $25,000 the first week. $249,000 in the month. He launched his business. And one of the other things he did, he presented what is called position equity to the first couple of groups that came in. Position equity. So I got another group coming in. If you guys act now, then this next group that's coming in can be in your business. If you act now, then the business I'm getting ready to create and generate, you can benefit from it. That's called position equity. Position equity. You get in early, you benefit, right? You come in late, then you're gonna miss out. So what is that? Fear of loss. Fear of loss. When you share something with people, when you share something powerful with people and they understand, they see it in your eyes, your determination to make this thing happen. They sense it in you that this guy is serious. This person is getting ready to do something great. Do I want to sit on the sideline right now? Or do I want to, hitch my wagon to this wild man and watch him push this thing all the way to the top? Wherever this guy is going with this thing, I need to be a part. Because I got to feel I'm going to see history in the making. I'm going to watch history in the making as I watch this man flop around here with a T-shirt on, some shorts and flip-flops, right? He hasn't even presented himself because he's so caught up in what it is he's doing. The enthusiasm is contagious. And that's what he presented. He had never done that before. He had been in the business before, but for some reason he came up with this idea and he said, you know what? I'm getting ready to go after it. For once in my life, I'm going after it. I'm going to set some crazy, ridiculous goals. I'm going to share these goals. So now, you know, it's going to either be a public failure or a public success. And I'm going after it with everything I've got within me. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. It won't be because I didn't try. It won't be because I didn't give it everything I got. And then one of the most important things that he compressed the time frames. He said, okay, if I can do this every 2 hours, right? If I can work this schedule, I can get enough exposures in this period of time, this one day. I can expose enough people in this period of time that the average person would take a year or two to expose. The average person probably talked to, you know, 5 people a day. I hit over 700 my first day, right? So compress the time frames, generate the energy, right? Create the momentum, and you can begin to blow through ranks by doing this type of activity. And so right now we got 2 days set for next week to do a team blitz, Tuesday and Thursday next week. And we're going to be doing presentations every 2 hours. We're going to start at 12 noon, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. And then we're going to funnel them into a 9 o'clock, okay? A 9 o'clock, where we'll have a final presentation on those 2 days. All right, we'll have the Zoom link ready to go. They don't have to leave the comfort of their home. All they need to do is plug into the link. It's going to be the first few, the 12, 2, 4, 6 is going to be probably 15, 20 minutes at the most. And the final one may be 30 minutes, right? But we're going to share this information with enthusiasm, and we're going to, you know, let the cards fall where they may. But the way in which you do the PS3, it's all about the PS3, the enthusiasm in which you share this information will dictate how many people you can just simply get to push play or join a Zoom call from the comfort of their home, okay? So that's what we're doing. Why? Because we're legend makers. It's who we are. It's what we do. We create legends. And legends come out of doing the activity, right? Doing the work, learning the skills, applying them, and doing the activity that you need to do to make dreams become reality. So you know what we do here? We simply say it. We make that declaration, I am legend. How many legends we got on this call today? I don't know about you, but I am legend. And beyond that, I'm a legend maker. And with that, team, we're done for the day.